A while back, Buzzfeed released a video called "People Try to Live Without Black Inventions for 72 Hours," and I thought it would be interesting to do a deep dive and see how accurate its claims are. And as it turns out, not very accurate at all. It starts out with these two Buzzfeed employees guessing if the items in front of them were invented by white inventors or black inventors.
This is a microphone.
Very observant.
White guy.
No.
Black person. Black person.
And whoever thought of making the text this barely readable purple color is a dumb person.
This, I believe, is made by a white guy.
I'm gonna go with white dude. White man, we established that, right?
Unless this is a trick.
Spoiler alert, it's a trick.
All of these are black inventors.
Lying!
To be fair, I'm not sure that the producer is lying per se, but she is factually wrong on everything that I showed you.
Damn!
Okay, so I literally just left the shoot and I'm already breaking the rules because I need to vlog and I need my phone to vlog.
Or she could just use a video camera. Some big brains at BuzzFeed, huh? So the graphic says, Shirley Ann Jackson's work at Bell Laboratories led to the development of touch-tone phones, caller ID, call waiting, the portable fax, and more. First and foremost, none of these things have anything to do with the video camera function on a cell phone, but remember, this is BuzzFeed, the same people that thought the Steele dossier was credible. Second, they are referring to Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, who did indeed work at Bell Laboratories in 1976, but as a theoretical physicist. And while Dr. Jackson has had a remarkable career, the inventions listed in the video cannot be attributed to her as they predate her time at Bell Labs. Not to mention that fax machines, as we know them today, were invented at Xerox, not Bell Labs. And notice that the graphic says led to the development. BuzzFeed can't even be honest here.
So essentially, I broke in every single rule because everything around me was invented by a black inventor.
Uh-huh. Okay, first, electrical resistors. Otis F. Boykin did not invent the electrical resistor, but he did improve on them significantly by making them smaller, more reliable, and ultimately cheaper to manufacture. It was an important work, but he was not the inventor.
I totally broke all of the rules, and I brought my laptop with me.
The graphic states, Mark Dean co-invented the first personal computer and color monitor for the PC in 1981. The first personal computer for the PC? That makes no sense. Now, Mark Dean has done some important work in the realm of computers, including leading a team at IBM that developed the first gigahertz chip. But while he did indeed work on the first IBM PC that was released in 1981, he didn't invent the personal computer. And also consider that the Apple II, Commodore PET, TRS-80, and the Atari 400 and 800 all predate the IBM PC. But whatever, let's just move on.
Did you guys know potato chips were invented by a black person?
In 1853, when a customer sent back French fry potatoes for being cut too thick, Chef George Crumb decided to cut them as thinly as he could and fried them in grease. However, the 1822 book, The Cook's Oracle, written by William Kitchener, MD, and first printed in England, contained a recipe for potatoes fried in slices or shavings. Furthermore, it was printed in the United States as far back as 1830, and that's 23 years prior to George Crumb's invention.
It's just automatic. Alexa, turn off everything.
The graphic says the light bulbs contain Lewis Latimer's 1881 patented carbon filaments for the incandescent light bulb. In fact, his patent was for new and useful improvements in incandescent electric lamps. Latimer's patented design improved on Thomas Edison and Joseph Swan's light bulb, which also used a carbon filament. But none of this matters anyway, for two reasons. First, modern incandescent lamps use tungsten filaments, not carbon. In fact, carbon filaments haven't been used for over 100 years.
Alexa!
Second, if she is turning her lights on and off with Alexa, they likely aren't even incandescent light bulbs. They're LED light bulbs, which don't have carbon filaments. The graphic also says that Alexa contains James E. West's electret microphone. James E. West did in fact co-invent the electret microphone with Gerhard Sessler. However, the Amazon Alexa uses a silicon microphone and not an electret microphone. By the way, this one featured at the beginning of the video is a Shure 55SH Series 2, which is a dynamic microphone, not electret.
So I realized I'm not supposed to drive, but I woke up late this morning and I forgot that I had an appointment to do my taxes.
The graphic says Richard Spikes invented the automatic gear shift in 1932. Except if you read the actual patent, Richard Spikes writes, "My invention relates to improvements in automatic gear shifts." So he made mechanical improvements on something that already existed. In fact, he wasn't even the first to improve on it. That would be Henry R. Hoffman, who applied for a patent for automatic gear shift and speed control. Hoffman's design was the first automatic transmission that eliminated the need for a foot clutch release and gear shift lever. Hoffman's patent was approved in 1923, 8 years before Richard Spikes' patent application was filed in 1931. Again, Richard Spikes did not invent the automatic gear shift. Are you seeing a pattern here?
So I'm in the elevator because it's after the club and I don't feel like going up 10 flights of steps, so.
The graphic says that in 1887, Alexander Miles invented automated elevator doors. And I'm sure that you can guess already that this is incorrect. The original inventor was J.W. Meaker, whose design for self-closing hatchways was patented in 1874.
Ian, did you know that stoplights were invented by a black man?
No, you wouldn't because he didn't. This graphic saying that Garrett Morgan invented the three-way traffic light is not true. The original inventor of the first three-signal traffic light was William Potts, a Detroit policeman. And his design with red, amber, and green indicators looks very similar to the ones on the road today. Potts, however, never applied for a patent on his invention. Garrett Morgan, on the other hand, was the very first person to receive a patent on a traffic signal. Morgan's design, first installed in Cleveland, Ohio, looks nothing like today's modern signals, nor does it operate similarly. And contrary to Buzzfeed's video, it's not a three-way traffic light, as it only has two signal indicators, stop and go. So while Morgan invented this, he didn't invent this. So did this video get any of their facts right? Sorta.
I know for sure this was invented by a black man. I don't know why I remember that,
I saw
but it makes me happy.
Yes, the Super Soaker was invented by Lonnie Johnson, and it's awesome! Johnson single-handedly changed the world of water gun fights. But it's worth noting that the video is so poorly produced that it neglected to credit the Super Soaker to Lonnie Johnson. The producer thought that the inventor being black was much more important than being a talented individual with a name. Great job, BuzzFeed. And remember, the video is titled, "People Try to Live Without Black Inventions." Where's the challenge in avoiding a Super Soaker as an adult? Why even bother to show it? Anyway, at the beginning of the video, they showed a graphic of things that the girls were supposed to avoid, which included goods that were transported in a refrigerated truck.
Oh wait, it's in the refrigerator. Really difficult living without refrigerated items because black people invented everything.
Wakanda isn't real, lady. But that's it. Any talk of refrigerated items ends there, which is ironic because it's the only other thing featured in the video that was in fact invented by a black person. No mention of the inventor, no graphic, no nothing. So again, I guess it's up to me. This is Frederick McKinley Jones, who invented a portable air cooling unit for trucks carrying perishable food, and would go on to co-found Thermo, a global leader in transport refrigeration for everything from trailers to rail cars. His invention led to the creation of the supermarket, frozen foods, ice cream trucks. This guy changed the world. Frederick McKinley Jones is an American hero. When Buzzfeed had a chance to celebrate two of the most important black inventors of our time, they blew it. For more about Frederick Jones and Lonnie Johnson, check out some of the links in the video description. So to wrap this up, even though these girls thought that they were breaking the rules by using phones, computers, elevators, traffic lights, and cars with automatic transmissions, they used them anyway. So not only were they a failure, but so is their poorly produced video. Anyway, thanks for watching, sharing, and hitting that like button. And if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description and check out these videos that you may have missed. As always, thanks again for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.